to make. I'm willing to buy a liberal, one specific liberal I will show you in a minute. I am willing to buy this woman a one-way ticket to El Salvador. If you know this woman and she is serious about wanting to leave the United States, I am willing to purchase her a one-way ticket to El Salvador. It will not be first class. It will not be good. It will not be beautiful, but I will, for $150-ish, buy her a ticket to El Salvador. She can be out of America, and the terms that apply, however, are once she reaches El Salvador, she has 30 days to renounce her citizenship. Otherwise, she's reimbursing me. She is going to be held liable for the plane ticket. So, yeah, $150 for a plane ticket to El Salvador. She renounces her citizenship when she gets there. I'm not joking. I am not kidding. I'll show you the video here. Before we get into that video, though, we have a few news stories to talk about. Oddly, Glock is in the news. So Glock is discontinuing certain models. The White House is being remodeled, and the Democrats think that it is just being torn down. Everybody on the left thinks that Trump is just tearing down the White House. Like, he's just going to keep tearing down the White House. Like, they don't understand that, like, you have to, like, put a hole in a wall to put in a ballroom. And then they don't understand that Trump is paying for the renovations. There's one asshole was like, we're $40 trillion in debt and Trump's putting in a ballroom. Oh, yeah, with his own money. Shut up, nerd. Quit being a twink. Anyway, then we got, of course, ICE riots, or rather riots around ICE. ICE isn't rioting. Riots revolving around ICE. So, fun day. Let's get into the giveaway for this young lady, this bright, intelligent, smart young lady.
When does it end? Bro, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. Like, it has to stop. It has to stop soon. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, get me out of here. Oh my freaking god. Ah! Oh my god. When does it end? Bro, I'm so...
Yeah, so if you know her, I will buy her a one-way ticket to El Salvador. Get out of here, lady. You're nuts. Why does the left exclusively have mental illnesses? Like, honestly, why is it only the left that is insanely mentally ill? Anyway, yeah, so if you know who she is, or you know somebody who knows who she is, get a hold of me, and within 30 days, I will have her a plane ticket to El Salvador, and then she will have 30 days to renounce her U.S. citizenship, or she will be held liable for the plane ticket. Yeah, so terms and conditions apply. Let's jump over to one of my favorite people on Twitter, Jojo from Jers, one of the dumbest people alive. She shows a picture of the White House renovations and says, everything this motherfucker touches dies. Look what he's done to the White House. As if he's just going to leave it like that. Like, he's just going to be like, okay, I'm done. I ripped a hole in the wall. Everybody wanted to see a hole in the wall. It's a wonderful hole in the wall. Great big hole. I like it. I like holes. I like walls having holes in them. He just turned into Peter from that episode of Family Guy when Peter was doing meth. And he's like, why is there not a hole in this wall? And just rents a fucking excavator and blows a hole in the wall. Like what? The woman's insane. The woman is completely mentally challenged. I don't think she's a very serious person. I think she's a bit of a moron, if I'm being completely honest. She's an idiot. So what's the truth? What's the actual story here? Well, let's jump over to the AP and find out. AP says, the White House starts demolishing part of the East Wing to build Trump's ballroom. Hey, that kind of makes more sense than Trump just blowing a hole in the wall for the hell of it, doesn't it? The White House on Monday has started tearing down part of the East Wing, the traditional base of operations for the First Lady, to build President Donald Trump's $250 million ballroom, despite lacking approval for the construction from the federal agency that oversees such projects, because he doesn't have to, because he's funding it on his own. Do you not? Are you all retarded? Also, I don't know about you guys, but I think a lot of you guys remember trying to run across the south lawn to get to the West Wing in Call of Duty, and just getting murked from the little assholes in this little semicircle here with the machine guns, or the snipers up on this corner and this corner. I think a lot of us remember the mission from Modern Warfare 3, where we had to enter and clear the White House, which was arguably one of the coolest missions in a video game. I think it's super cool. I don't remember if we did anything in the East Wing, though. We fought our way through the West Wing, and I believe up onto the roof of the White House, right? Did we even touch the East Wing? Did we even see the East Wing in that mission? I digress. A few of you might have some PTSD seeing that South Lawn. I know. I do. Would be way funnier if I knew how to put Fortunate Son quietly in the background with like the sound of helicopter blades. Picture that while I stare at the picture intently. Yeah, there we go. You get the image. I digress. Dramatic photos of the demolition work showed construction equipment tearing into the East Wing facade and windows, and other building parts in tatters on the ground. Some reporters watched from a park near the Treasury Department, which is next to the East Wing. Trump announced the start of the construction in a social media post and referenced the work while hosting 2025 college basketball champs Louisiana State University and LSU Shreveport in the East Room. He noted the work was happening right behind us. We have a lot of construction going on, which you might hear periodically. It just started today. So Trump's building an add-on, and Trump's paying for the add-on, which is why he didn't have to get approval for the construction, because it's the approval for the money for the construction. You don't have to get the approval for the money when you're the one spending your own money to do the thing. I don't quite understand why leftists don't understand things. Like, what? Why are you all retarded? Like, I'm not saying that everyone who's a leftist is retarded, but I'm saying all leftists are retarded. And I don't understand why. It just makes, like, no fucking sense to me. Ignore the fact that I'm oiling a gun right now. I need it for it's a prop. It's not a gun. It's not a real gun, YouTube. It's an airsoft gun or whatever the fuck bullshit we're on with this week. It's not real. It doesn't hold real bullets. It just sounds real. And I'm definitely... It definitely has nothing to do with this next story, which I got from Lucas Botkin. Now, a lot of you might know Lucas Botkin from T-Rex Arms. Yes, that Lucas Botkin. I myself am I don't want to say a fan of Lucas, but I like the way Lucas did business when he ran T-Rex Arms. Lucas was not afraid to tell you, this company is not for you. Lucas was not afraid to say, we don't want to do business with you because we don't like your practices. Lucas turned down business with gun bunnies because Lucas said, our Christian values come before making a dollar. We don't want to make a dollar off gun bunnies because we have traditional Christian values. So Lucas writes, Glock stores released information that all previous models of Glock will be discontinued for a new line of Glocks that are unable to accommodate Glock switches. Old Glock's about to go up in price? He asks. I like how this first comment says, if I were a manufacturer and saw teenagers converting my guns to full auto, I'd probably change something too. It's not the gun company's responsibility to change what shitty people are doing with their product. Glock doesn't have to change anything because shitty people are using their product in a way they did not design. That's like saying if somebody took an F-150 and crashed it into a school, that Ford should put up parameters that shut down their F-150s in school zones. That makes absolutely no sense. Glock shouldn't have to change anything. People should stop illegally modifying their Glocks, or option number 2, which is the one I'm more in favor of, no modifications of a firearm should be illegal. Also, we should probably keep guns out of the hands of teenagers, especially young teenagers, 13, 14, 15. We should probably be... Well, honestly, if we were just teaching them gun safety, it would probably not be an issue. So what is a switch? For those of you that don't know, this is called the back plate, this little cutout dealie. I could take it off, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to get in here with a screwdriver or a knife and pry it off. It's not hard to do. It's just like a little bit of a pain in the dick. So you take this off, and then you slide this contraption in, and this pin affects how the firing pin inside of your firing pin lives in here. It affects how your firing pin moves and resets, therefore making your gun full auto, basically. And so if the firing pin protrudes through here, and that's what detonates the round. On a real gun, YouTube, it's not real. The firing pin lives in here, and the firing pin cycles back and forth as you pull the trigger. That changes the function of the weapon, which is why I say, Glock shouldn't have to change a damn thing. No firearm company should have to change their weapons because people are using them wrong, or people are illegally modifying them. Again, I am in the camp that there's no such thing as an illegal modification, and all modifications should be allowed, but hey, that's just my opinion. I'm also a bit more extreme on the gun rights issue. So what's actually happening here? Well, let's read. We have a story from PewView Tactical. If you know, PewView is a gun tuber, and he shoots a lot, and he is very prominent in the gun community. So if we were going to listen to somebody, I would say he's a good person to listen to. So we could read the whole article, or we could just skip down, and we could see right down here. According to Glock Store, the discontinued models will be usurped by all new Glock models known as V models. The newer pistols will not come in MOS formats upon launch, but will include features that prevent Glock pistols from being used, along with switch conversion kits that make them full auto. So which guns are getting discontinued? According to the company, V models will be available December 2025 and will include the following models: Glock 17V, Glock 19V, Glock 19X V, Glock 45V, Glock 46V, Glock 20V MOS, Glock 23V, Glock 23V MOS, Glock 21V MOS, Glock 44V. Glock also said that distributor-exclusive models will be available, including Glock 19CV, Glock 45 CV, Glock 17 CV, Glock 19X, V, MOS, TB. I'm going to level with you. I don't know what the fuck any of that means. From my understanding, the only thing changing is the slide. From my understanding, that's all that's changing, is this top part here, the slide here. That's all. I might be wrong, but with my knowledge of firearms and how they work, I would say it's probably just a different slide. And if you want to learn more about firearms, you should visit Sonoran Desert. No, they don't sponsor me. It would be cool if they did, but yeah, they don't. I don't have a sponsor yet. Somebody sponsor me, goddammit. So basically, Glock is going to modify their weapons platform so that it can no longer except to switch. And quite honestly, Glock, I think that's a bad move, and I think that's a step in the wrong direction, and I think that's a slippery slope. Because next, when someone uses a Glock V model to commit a crime or murder somebody or whatever they do with their Glock V model, you're still going to get shit. You're still going to get someone saying it's your fault somehow. I think this is a slippery slope. I think, if anything, Glock should have put out a statement. Hey, listen, switches were not made by us. I forget who made switches, but I don't believe it was Glock. I mean, honestly, just a statement. Hey, we didn't make the thing that's making our guns machine guns. Probably go after that guy and get him to stop making them. Actually, I do think the guy that makes the Glock switch did stop making the Glock switch. Like, I think he just discontinued all of them. Like, I don't think you can buy a new Glock switch anymore. I would Google that, but yeah, I don't want to. I don't need the feds knocking on my door at fucking 11:30 at night. That would be bad. My gun got insanely dirty. I went riding. Oh, bitch! My +1 just rolled under the computer. I went out on my dirt bike a couple weekends ago, and it was so dusty. I was wearing camo pants, right? Because I usually wear camos or cargo pants or something when I ride my dirt bike. Because extra pockets are nice. Especially when you're on a dirt bike, you know, like, extra pockets are nice. You put a little more shit in them. You know, like it's just nice to have extra pockets. So it was so dusty when I got back to my Jeep and I took my gun off. My whole gun was tan. It was ridiculous. I digress. So she needs cleaned a little bit. Probably need to like disassemble the mag and clean the inside of the mag because it was disgusting. So take care of your weapons, please. Like, if you're going to carry a firearm, especially if you're doing things like riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers and stuff like that, and you're carrying while you're doing that, make sure you're cleaning that thing every once in a while. You're not going to hurt it to, like, fill the sink with soapy water and, like, actually, like, get in there with, like, a toothbrush. You're not going to hurt anything. Just make sure you dry it off real good so that it doesn't rust. But, like, you're not hurting nothing. Anyway. Let's talk about violence instead of firearms, because it's always the left, right? So we have here from KATU2ABC, or KATU.com. Following a large, peaceful No Kings rally and march through Portland, protests at the Immigration and Customs Enforcement building continued as part of a trend of nightly gatherings outside the facility. Boy, when we see the video, this is going to sound like a load of bullshit. Tonight, KATU crews witnessed a few clashes between protesters and counter-protesters, federal officers deploying tear gas at crowds, and watched 3 people get detained by Portland police officers. Portland Police Bureau confirmed all 3 detained were booked into jail on criminal charges, including assault in the 4th degree, bias crime in the 2nd degree, and harassment. These protests have intensified since late September when President Donald Trump invoked Title X, effectively federalizing and deploying the Oregon National Guard into Portland. Although the president's order has been challenged in court and temporarily paused, allowing National Guardsmen to be federalized but not deployed, protests persist. Let's take a look at what these protests look like here. Got a video pulled up. Looks very peaceful. Sorry if you're epileptic. You get a lepsy warning next time. Sorry. Yes, this looks very peaceful. With fucking fireworks and tear gas and smoke grenades. And look at the furry launching fireworks or whatever into the crowd. And it gets worse. Here we have more of them. Here's more. More tear gas. Look, they've got snipers on the roof. They have like every video you see, things are being thrown at police. They're responding with tear gas, which, hey, I mean, how else do you disperse crowds? I mean, ICE pulls a gun 3 times and trained it on protesters. Yeah, I mean, I don't see them doing anything wrong. I mean, at a certain point, like, yeah, you're gonna have to cover if someone's doing something they're not supposed to do, you're gonna have to put some cover on them. You're gonna have to see what's going on, and if they're doing something illegal, yeah, you're gonna cover them while you call for them to be brought to you. Like I don't really see what. Here's an idea: don't go to these protests. That actually looks relatively peaceful. I've got one on my page that people are going nuts about. Let's see if I can find it. It's kind of funny. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Also, Zoran should be fucking deported for eating a burrito with a fork and a knife. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Like, he just grabs fucking handfuls of like this dude. This dude is just a savage. Just like arrest him. Like, just arrest him. I don't know what for. We'll figure that out. Just arrest him. Here it is. Now, I'm not a self-defense expert. However, if I were this cop, I would have plugged this guy. I would not have. With his hand behind his back like that, do we have a better? No. 576p is the best we have. With his hand like this, under his shirt, behind his back, this guy is in a huge risk. He's at a huge, huge disadvantage. If this guy has a gun, if this guy has a knife, this guy is in a huge amount of trouble. Let's watch.
Step back.
Step back. Freeze,
What's up? Look up on me again. Step back. Step back. I'm on a public
He's not doing anything. You're saying that. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. No, he's not. He's not doing anything.
You need to stand over there.
No, he's not. I'm gonna stand right here. He's not doing.
Stand where
I'm
I
gonna
tell
stand
you to
right
stand.
here. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna stand right here. He's not doing anything.
Let me give you my other hand. Now.
Hey, look at me.
Now, you didn't get rolled up for standing on a public sidewalk, you disingenuous little shit. You got rolled up because you got your fucking hand in the small of your back like you're reaching for a gun or a knife, getting in the face of a federal law enforcement officer. At what point is that a good idea? When did your little pea brain think that's something you should do? I'm no genius here, right? But if I'm fucking standing here and I'm staring down a ICE agent, probably the last thing I'm going to do is have my hand behind my back where people would keep a knife or a gun. It's probably not going to end well for you. That dude's lucky he got dumped on his head. Because within reason, that officer could have backpedaled and presented that rifle and said, "Let me see your hands." And if that dude did not show his hands, that officer would have had every reason to believe that that dude was reaching for a gun or a knife. There is absolutely no reason. Now, whether or not it would have been a legal shoot because was he posing a threat or not, we don't know. But we need a little more context than the minute of the video we got. If we could have, 3 to 5 minutes, yeah, maybe we could make an informed decision there. But I mean, at a minute and 17 seconds, yeah, no, I can't make a decision on whether or not it would have been a legal shoot. But at the very least, that cop could have told him more than once, show me your hands. And if dude didn't show him his hands, he very well could have had a reason to draw down on him and potentially put rounds in him if the dude didn't cooperate. Like, why would you play such a stupid game with law enforcement? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. You want to fuck around, you're going to find out. And this dude found out. He got rolled up. He got roughed up a little bit. He got rolled up. And hopefully he gets hit with a charge with, like, obstructing or something. You want to be a dick? I hope you get rolled up, and I hope you get hit with a charge. Like, I'm not a big fan of arresting people just to arrest people. I'm not a big fan of making felons for nothing. I don't want to see this guy get hit with felonies. I'd like to see him get hit with something stupid though, and like, all right, you got to do some community service. Like, quit being a dumbass in the future. Like, I don't know why people do this stupid shit and play these dumb games. You're gonna get rolled up. And then I'm sure this guy will try to sue in a year or whatever. He'll try to sue and say that he was wrongfully detained or whatever. And it's, no, dude, you weren't wrongfully detained. You were told to back up. You didn't back up. You got rolled up. I don't know what to tell you. You want to play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. These people think that they can push these law enforcement officers and that nothing's going to happen. They think that they can assault these law enforcement officers and nothing's going to happen. And everyone's Billy Badass until you're getting fucking rolled up and thrown in a Tahoe. And then you're going to fucking prison. And, obstructing a federal officer, I would imagine, has a heftier fine than just like, being a general nuisance. And I'm sure they'll be able to plea it down. I'm sure if this dude doesn't have a record or anything, they'll be like, you know what, let's plea this down, misdemeanor, whatever, nonsense, and we'll call it good. We'll call it a day. I'm sure. In short, though, the left is just full of idiots. They're all dumb. They're all very dumb. They don't think, they do things that are basically fucking illegal. I mean, yeah, no, it's not illegal to stand on the street, but when you have police setting up a perimeter for something and they say, hey, you can't be here right now, come back later, and you say, oh, I can stand on the street, I can stand on the street, and then you reach behind your back under your shirt, be happy that all you got was a bloody nose and fucking handcuffed, because that could have gone a lot worse for you. Like, do you not think things through before you do shit? I don't know. I just like anytime I talk to police, my hands aren't in my pockets, my hands are out. Even if I'm the one that called them, my hands are out. You're going to see my hands. I'm not putting my hands in my pockets, I'm not reaching behind me, I'm not fidgeting. I'm going to talk to you. And also, I'm Italian, so I talk with these puppies. So, I mean, you're going to see them. I mean, you're going to see the hands. It's just like, that's like one of the first things they teach cops is like, show me your hands. What's in your hands? It makes no sense to me. So there's this thing called the 21-foot rule. PewView did a good video on it with the Fat Electrician. Basically, the general consensus is if you're within 21 feet of someone with a knife, you're getting stabbed if they decide to attack you. You're not going to be able to draw and fire fast enough. Now, Nick, the Fat Electrician, former Army guy, National Guard, and then they had a guy who was a professional shooter on, and the professional shooter was able to draw and break shots before. Now they used an airsoft gun or a CO2 gun with nothing in it, whatever. They were able to draw and break shots before the person with the knife could get to him. The others, it was kind of a toss-up. Nick, the Fat Electrician, he was able to break shots a couple times before getting stabbed. There were a couple times he broke shots but still got stabbed. And obviously they used a blunt knife, a training knife. They didn't use a real knife. Nobody actually got hurt. But it's a good video. Go watch it. I'll if I can find it, I'll post it on X. Steve says, Darwin, good take. Yeah, I'll give you that one. There are some people that I think Darwin might have been right about. I think a few of those people probably just need to, a few of them people probably need to study Darwin and then, Learn that you might die. You might die if you're dumb. Being intelligent is it has historically been a thing that people had to do to survive. It's only recently that the stupid survived, and it's because they don't have to find food; they just go to the grocery store. And if you don't believe that stupid people are a relatively new thing, I mean, let me just explain to you how stupid people are now. This was years ago. I was young. I was watching or listening to Rush Limbaugh with my dad, and this person, I forget if it was a guy or a chick, they were talking about welfare. And Rush Limbaugh asked this person, "Where does your welfare check come from?" The person said, "Well, the mailman brings it." Rush said, "Yes, I understand that. Where does the mailman get it?" "From the post office." So confident, so confident. "From the post office." "Yeah, where does the money come from?" "The money comes from the post office." This person did not understand that welfare checks came from taxes. I believe Rush was talking about taxes. I don't remember. Again, I was very young, and I just remember this. And I just remember, even me being young, I was like, man, that's a stupid person. Stupid people are on the rise. So, good luck to all our children, because they're going to have to deal with a lot more of these idiots than we are. We have the beauty of already being old enough that we have another 30, 40 years, and we're going to die. Our children are going to have, 60, 70, 80, and they got to deal with this bullshit. So, good luck, kids. And to any of my kids, if in the future, if you're watching this and you see this, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to get that bad. I apologize. People are retarded. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I will leave it at that. Remember, it's a daily show. Sunday night through Thursday night, Monday through Friday is how I tried to set it up so that you would get it Monday through Friday on your lunch break, after work, on the drive home. It's on Rumble. It's on YouTube. The videos also get posted on X. Everything's under sgarrettmedia. Got Instagram. My email is in the show notes, in the description, if you want to get a hold of me, if you have something to say, if you want to tell me I'm devilishly handsome or insanely retarded. Steve says I would fit in Texas. Texas is too hot for me, Steve. I like Ohio, except for when it gets really fucking cold. Most of the time. Also, I like the mountains. We are very close to Appalachia. We live in the foothills, and I do enjoy the mountains. Texas is very hot, and you guys have a lot of fuck-off animals that I don't want to deal with. So, with that being said, I bid you all adieu. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, it is a daily show. You can find everything at sgarrettmedia. Thanks.